Hello everyone, welcome to the Python Programming Tutorial Day 3 lecture. In this lecture, we will cover four topics. First is Introduction of Jupyter Notebook. Second is Benefits of using Jupyter Notebook. Third is installing Jupyter Notebook. And last is writing our first program in Jupyter Notebook. Now, first is what is Jupyter Notebook? The Jupyter Notebook is an open source JavaScript based web application that allows you to create Python coding to execute Python code in web browsers. Means that you can write Python code in web browser and you can execute it. It has been developed by Python or it has been developed by Jupyter organization as an open source solution. Open source solution means it is free. You don't need to pay for it. And this is the logo of Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is widely used for general purpose writing and sharing Python codes. It enables more productivity and easy collaboration. And the official website of Jupyter is jupyter.org. Now, next topic is why we are using Jupyter Notebook. It has a first point is it has a very good user interface. Now we will see that really it has a very good interface. Second is modifying and editing the code is very easy. Means if you will use the command line Python interface, then you will see that writing the modifying the code is very difficult in command line interface. And the Jupyter Notebook provides a very easy way to edit the code. Third is inline integration of graphs and videos. It is the best thing about Jupyter Notebook that you can integrate graphs and videos directly into the browser and you can visualize graphs and videos there that you cannot integrate that on command line interface. It is a very good thing about Jupyter Notebook. And fourth is data visualization is very nice. We will see that data visualization is the best. We will experience the best way in best way of data visualization in Jupyter Notebook than any other. And last one is it is an open source platform. And next topic is installing Jupyter Notebook on Windows. First step is we need to open the command prompt and run command pip install Jupyter Lab. Now we will open the command prompt. To open the command prompt, you need to write command prompt. Now you can see that it is displaying command prompt here. We just need to click it and we need to write pip install Jupyter Lab here. Pip install Jupyter Lab. Actually, I have written no. To install the Jupyter Lab, we need to run the command pip install Jupyter Lab. Install Now you can see that our installation has been completed. To check, the next topic is start. To start the Jupyter lab, we need to start the Jupyter notebook. We need to execute the command Jupyter notebook. Now we will type Jupyter notebook here. Now this is the browser web view of Jupyter Lab, and you can see that this is displaying the directories of current folder. And to add a new script, we just need to click on the new button and select Python 3. Now this is the default user interface of Jupyter Notebook, and we have option of file here. By this option, you can create a new notebook or open a existing notebook, and you can download code in HTML form or PDF form or dot Python, which is the Python default syntax. And there are lots of more options. And now this is edit here, and first thing is this is the cell where we write our code. This is called as cell. Now in this edit option you can cut cell, copy cell, and delete cell, and there are lots of more options. You can shift one cell to another place. Now first we will check that our Jupyter notebook is working. To check, we just write a function to print something on the screen. We will write print hello world. Now, our Jupyter notebook is working. It has printed hello world on the screen. Now we have one cell here and another cell here. And to run the code in any cell, you need to just click on the run button. No. And the best thing about Jupyter Notebook is that you can edit the previous code. If you want to print something, if you want to modify this cell, we just need to modify. If we want to, no, I just had only one line, but now I have added one more line here, and I can run this as well. This is this this can be done only in Jupyter Notebook. We cannot change the previous code in command line interface. I will just show you. Instead, I have written the code print hello hello world. Now, if we want to change this code, we cannot change. We we cannot change that like we have changed here. If we will write another line of code, print hello everyone. Now you can see that it has printed hello everyone, but if you want to change this line of code, we cannot change this. But you can see that in Jupyter notebook we change this line of code also. Now if you want to delete this cell, we just need we just need to go to the edit and delete cell. By this we can delete this cell. Now you can also delete by clicking this button. Now you can see that the previous cell has been deleted. If you want to create a copy of this cell, we just need to click on copy button. Now one more thing is that if you want to shift these cells, let's hello. Now if you want to move this cell up, we can move this by clicking on upper arrow button. Now you can see that it has been moved here. And if you want to move this below to this cell, we just need to click on below arrow button. Now this option is to stop the interrupt the kernel. If we want to stop the execution of the current program, we will just click on the interrupt kernel button. Now one more thing about Jupyter Notebook is that you can execute the command line codes also here. By for clicking command line codes, we just need to click. We just need to use percent, and after that, after percent, you need to type enter your command line code here. For example, first I am opening a command line. First I am opening command prompt, and there is a command dir to show the directory of the current directories in the current folder. Now you can see that these are the directories and files in this folder. We can also execute that command here. No, actually, no, we have Jupyter Notebook has an option to execute command line codes here also. For executing command line code, we just need to click. We just need to type percent and after that command line code. Now I'm giving you an example. First, I'm opening command prompt by typing command prompt here, and there is a there is a command that is called ls, by which we can just saw the directories in the current folder. Actually, that command work on Linux environment. That's why it is not printing here. Now, if we want to print the directories here, we need to write direct dir command. Now you can see that it will it will print the directories of current folder. Now, in the same way, we can also execute command line code here. We will type %ls here. Now you can see that it is displaying the directories of the current folder. Now if you want to saw the current working directory, we will just write cwd. No, not cwd, pwd. Parent working pwd is the sort is the command to display the parent working directory. Now you can see that the parent working directory is C user and Anand Kumar. Thank you everyone. That was all about Jupyter Notebook. I hope you will like this video. Thank you.